welcome to Mini Modernz. My name is Simone and welcome to my corner of the miniature web. So if there's anyone like me who's new to miniatures and wondering where to start, then I'm hoping that I am the one-stop shop to help you grow and we can grow together, because I have got a lot to learn and I feel like I've got a lot to share as well. So without further ado, let me explain what we're going to be doing on this channel. So firstly, I'll be starting off with a mock-up room which I've created purely for showcasing my miniatures, and because I've opened an Etsy store and I needed a way to kind of showcase my miniatures, so I thought what better way than actually having a mock-up room that I can put my miniatures in and I'm able to take pictures. Also, as a beginner, I found that there's obviously plenty of information on how to start building, whether it be a room or whatever. There's so much information, but for me it was like, what do I start with first? How do I get started? And before I actually created any miniatures, I made my miniature prompt journal. I needed this because I'm like, where do I start? I had so many questions and it was like I was answering the questions along the way. So this book is actually available on Amazon, and it's also available in my Etsy store. And what it essentially is it's your journey as a miniaturist. Something that I was kind of struggling with at the beginning was things like measurements and which ones to use. So I've kind of got a ruler on there with the measurements. I've got the different scales. So I had to do a lot of solid research before I got into doing the miniatures itself. But once I did that, I was like, I'm ready. So for example, you just have a prompt. So like a dining chair could be your prompt. You write your start date, you write the materials that you use, how you felt making it, and do before and after pictures. And I found that along the way, this has actually helped me a lot, because I was having scrap paper everywhere. I didn't know what I was doing. And this is the second book that I have on Amazon, and this one is basically a notebook and a sketchbook. I was scribbling notes everywhere. I didn't know where I couldn't find things. I was like, I need to keep my miniature world secure and safe. I wanted to keep it separate from everything else. So I created the prompt journal so that if I'm starting a new project or I want to try something I've never done before, I'm going to go ahead and use my prompt and work through it. And I'm here to explore and learn. So if you're a miniaturist, or if you're new or a veteran in the game and you just want to try something new, maybe you've always worked with wood, or maybe you want to try something with cardboard, or you've never used resin before, or whatever it may be, that's what the prompt journal's for. And the note and sketchbook is just have somewhere to actually keep everything together. So this is my little folder where I keep my spending log and my to-do list for any current project. So currently this is it's called my Dollhouse workbook. It's also available in Etsy. I may make one in book form on Amazon as well, but basically you have your project or the room that you're working on, the to-do list. So for me, I was working on this living room and things that I wanted to put in it: windows, walls, sofa, coffee table. And you can kind of just have like your checklist. Me personally, it's just a good way to keep track of everything that I'm doing. So if I know I'm working on a certain area, if I list beforehand what I want to put in that room as my to-do list, and then I have a things that I have already list. So if I've already got the glue, I've already got the fabrics, whatever it is, I can write that down. And then I have things I don't have, or things that I need to get. I'm someone who does like to keep organized and kind of keep things together. So I think in the future it will help me look back and be like, oh, I did that, I put that in there. So in the next project. So these are all printable from Etsy as well, so you can grab them. And I've also got like a graph paper as well. Keep all my sketching and drawing and working things out together in one thing. So that is one thing I'll say as a beginner that for me personally it's helped me, is just keeping everything organized and together so I don't get lost in the source of miniaturism. Because guys, I have become a hoarder. I will put my hands up and admit it, I've become a hoarder. Everything is useful all of a sudden. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could use that for that, I could use that for that. It's like, when do we stop? Is there a limit to this? I don't know, but it's better if I can recycle materials as well, because it stops me spending so much money, which leads me on to my spending logbook. Dollhouse spending logbook. Shall we talk about this?
Nope.
Shall we? Or am I the only one who feels like I am just spending money all the time? And I'm new to the game. So for you guys who've been doing this for a while, I dread to think what your budget's like. If you have a budget or you just wing it, I don't know, but that's why I created a monthly spending log. So I give myself an amount that I will spend for that month if I need to spend it, and I try and see if I can stick to it. February, I just went to town. If you're starting a business in miniatures, you kind of want to know where your money's going, how much you're spending, can you get a better offer somewhere else, a better deal. So that's why I've got the spending log, is to keep track of my inventory and also keep track of my spending and see, some months do I not spend anything, have I saved this month, haven't I? So the spending log, I found it super useful, and these are also available in my Etsy store if anyone wants to use them. So these are things that as I'm working, I kind of have my things around me to help me keep on track of things. So that is my beginner's tips. I hope that you find them useful. And if you do end up getting any of the stuff, please let me know. We can work through some of the stuff together. I haven't done any of the prompts properly yet, so if you do end up doing some of the prompts, please let me know. All of my links to my socials are in the description as well, so you can catch me on Instagram, DM me there if you've got any pictures or anything that you want to show me. I am here for it all, guys, and I absolutely can't wait. So I hope these beginners tips actually helped you. But one of the main things that I want to say about being a beginner is make sure you do research. Definitely do your research is what I can say, because there's so much to learn. You're not going to learn it all in one day. I'm still going to be learning. This is the very beginning for me, but these were things that I felt that would make me more comfortable stepping into this world and being with you top dogs out there. Absolutely fantastic, and I hope that you found this useful. Like, share, subscribe.